This is the McDonald's.
Customer, do you have the Ronald McDonald cake? Me? Let me go check. Bingo, we have found the goods. Let's unwrap it and see what it looks like.
I actually got it. I got the McDonald's birthday cake. Getting this was a movie. I pulled up to the drive-thru and I'm like, do you guys sell birthday cake? The lady immediately goes, no. Then I asked to speak to someone else. I speak to another lady. She also told me no. I was still not giving up. I pulled up to the window and I'm like, can you just check the freezer, the fridge, if you've got like some birthday cake in a box? She's like, I've worked here for like 10 years. I would know if there's birthday cake in the freezer, but I will go check. To my surprise, she went and actually checked. She didn't just go on Instagram and scroll through her For You page, which seems to be what most people do in retail. And she came back with a cake, which was $9.60. This is a chocolate one. I wanted the vanilla one, but it's fine. She also gave it to me frozen because I guess that's how it comes. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's upside down. This is the McDonald's. Are you kidding me? A McDonald's birthday cake? Like what? And also, what in the Microsoft PowerPoint image database is going on here? I literally did this in 5th grade. This used to be how I write maths on my notebook. Me and McDonald's have the same artistic vision because this is actually really cute. And actually the best part is that you could buy many. You could buy 2 of these because if you have a birthday party, this is not a very big cake. It's really flat. Do you see? I'm gonna tell you something that is really, really honest. I'm gonna be vulnerable for a second. I have a phobia since I was a kid of going to other kids' birthday parties and watch them blow the candles. And then I always imagine that the cake is covered in germs, like sticky, disgusting bacteria. This to me smells like those events. So it smells traumatic. This is gonna be fun. So I never ate cake at a birthday party. And then I stopped being invited. The lady gave this to me frozen and I just put it in the fridge for like 2 hours. I'm not gonna get a huge slice because I'm gonna put this back in the freezer because it's still half frozen. Let's get a slice of the McDonald's birthday cake. Oh, it is still frozen, kind of. So it's almost like an ice cream cake. It looks like an Oreo cake. It's not like a brown, like normal chocolate cake. It's almost like, it looks like an Oreo cake. Like it's Oreo black rather than chocolate cake brown. Let's give it a try. Actually, I wanna do something. I'm gonna do something better. I've always wanted to do this. It's very sweet. It's a little bit on the dense side. And I'm not sure if it's because mine is still half frozen. It might be, but it's definitely on the dense side. It's a little bit dry. But the flavor is amazing. The buttercream tastes like artificial vanilla. So it kind of reminds me of like the sweet cream coffee creamers, like French vanilla or something. And then the base tastes like a slightly like a brownie cake Oreo combination. I really like it. I think a kid would really like this. It's not something that I would get for my birthday personally, just because my palate is a little bit past this, you know? You understand, you know exactly what I mean. At the same time, I know that if I got this for maybe an 8-year-old, they would go crazy. They would eat the whole thing. For me, like a 7 out of 10. For a child, a 10 out of 10. Who knew? McDonald's has birthday cake. Here we've got a Costco hot dog, and actually it looks great. I was thinking it was gonna be ruined by the time I get home, but actually it is soft. I'm excited. And this is a Costco chicken bake. I've only had this one time and it's recorded on YouTube. We're going to remove the top from this. I don't think we need to make a hole. There's some shredded chicken in the center. I wish I had 2 sausages, but that also wouldn't be quite right. So there's no way to do this quite right. I think one will be perfect. We are going to insert the sausage in the Costco seat. Oh, that is satisfying. That is also the thumbnail of this video. Wait, I don't want to break the sausage though. Oh, my sausage is... Oh! Oh man, this is breaking. Wait, I thought this would be easier. So I got a knife here. Let's make space because I want this to keep its integrity. Let's do this again. This time no breaking. Okay, that's a little bit easier now that we made space. No. It's stuck. I can't get it out. It's just that it's breaking on the back, do you see? And I didn't want it to break. That's why I'm like disappointed. I wanted it to go in perfectly, but I guess it can still go in. It's just not as perfect as... It still holds its integrity, which is what I wanted. So this is it. You essentially transform a Costco hot dog into a Costco chicken bake, almost a garlic bread kind of thing, hot dog. This stuff is relatively cheap, so this still is a cheap snack despite you're buying 2 items. I'm not mad at this. It doesn't feel wasteful to me. I'm gonna try to press this in as much as I possibly can because I do want to get a bite of the whole thing. So if it bursts, if the sausage bursts, no pun intended. Oh, that is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. The sausage is snug. Okay, stop. This is how much bursting we got, which, you know, let's give it a try. That is superior. That is superior. It's like you get one of these and it's plain and there's no flavor, it's just bread. And you add so much flavor on the outside because to me this tastes like garlic bread, a chicken bake. And then on the inside there's tiny pieces of chicken. I don't know if you can see the tiny pieces of chicken on here. And it adds like a bite to it, like a meatiness to it. And then the hot dog is like so satisfying to bite into. Altogether, it really works. It tastes like a hot dog with garlic bread with a carbonara. If you can imagine these 3 foods, that's exactly what it tastes like. Not a very expensive snack. TikTok has me doing this for the rest of my life, most likely. So, wow, 100% approved. I am interested in what happens in the bottom because the sausage doesn't go all the way. What's your guess? My guess is here. Oh, so all the chicken gets in the bottom? Like you see the chicken is like stuffed in the bottom. So in the bottom you get even more meatiness. This kind of works perfectly. Like you get one thing and then another thing in the end. I'll give you a surgical view. That's exactly what it tastes like. You see all the chicken around the hot dog? That looks disgusting, I know. But just imagine how nice it is. And it is nice and clean to eat. 10 out of 10 for me.
Guess what Subway now got, boys?
Churro, pretzel, cookie footlongs?
Oh my god.
There you got the churro footlong. What you do, you toast that boy up. You got the pretzel footlong, you butter it up and salt it up. Bro, this is what I'm hyped for, bro. Look at the cookie footlongs.
The guy who worked at Subway was really horrified by my choices, so now I'm like horrified by my choices too. Is this gonna suck? So I got all the 3 footlong products. We're gonna start with the pretzel. I'm gonna say this is like the starter. So this is a footlong pretzel. And by the way, I'm gonna measure this. Actually, I'm not because I'm lazy. Otherwise I would and I would ask for my money back. It's not giving footlong. It's giving... Honestly, I don't even know what a foot is. I don't know why I'm saying that. So this is it. I actually think it looks really good. And it comes with a cheese sauce. No, it doesn't. I don't know what this is. It smells like horseradish. Let's give it a try. I kind of wanted a nacho cheese sauce for this, I'm not gonna lie. Look at the size of this. It barely fits in frame. I'm like me dipping my appetizer in the middle of dinner. So, how's work? Yeah? Oh, that's really interesting. Let's give it a try. I like that. It's sweet and mustardy. Oh, it's honey mustard. There's a kick to it because of the mustard. Also, why is this made by Cinnabon? Talk about collaboration. This is a little bit dry, but I like it. It's a good pretzel, but pretzels are all a little bit dry, I think, in my opinion. That's why I never get them, because it's like hit or miss. But I like the sauce a lot. This is like, it's good. I would not get this again. I'm gonna be honest. The churro. I'm gonna save the cookie for last. This is a churro. It's a foot-long churro. Which, by the way, if you've ever had like a Mexican churro from like a Mexican food truck, they're bigger than this. And they smell actually kind of similar. This feels like a real churro. I like the coating. I'm not crazy about the flavor of the dough. Something about it. I don't like it. Obviously, I should be eating this fresh, and I'm not. So it's probably part of it. But you know when you bite into a churro, and it's like stretchy? It's almost like mochi, like consistency, you know what I mean? It doesn't have that. Instead, it's more dense, and doesn't remind me very much of a traditional churro. I'm a little bit disappointed. I prefer the pretzel for sure. But here we've got, this is the one I wanted to try. Oh my god, it's a foot-long cookie. Are you kidding me? Can I peel this off? I'm gonna ruin this. I want to get it out. Please don't break. Oh my god. It's so like dough in the bottom. Do you see? Like it feels underbaked. Almost looks like a panettone. Wow. Hello? Is this the diabetes center? This is incredible. If Samsung made this cookie, it would flip in half. Like. It's a very underbaked cookie. I like it. I'm trying to decide if I like this better than their Subway cookies, and I think maybe not. I like the original Subway cookie better, but if you like a really soft underbaked cookie, this is it for you. I have this phobia of eating things underbaked. This part here is like practically raw, like see this part here? So I'm not sure if I could eat the whole thing, I'm gonna be honest. I think I would have to put this in the microwave or in the oven for like 5 minutes just to make sure. But I like the flavor of it. It tastes quite similar to their cookies. Overall, I would rank the cookie first, the pretzel second, and in last place the churro. Keep in mind that I should have tried it while it was still fresh. So that's just, it's probably delicious. I like these two. I would get them again once in a while. For sure.
Okay, so first is my favorite. It is coconut and it has a real coconut shell. So next is the pomegranate lemon sorbet, and here is the passion mango sorbet. And here's my daughter's favorite. This is the ruby berry sorbet, and it's in a grapefruit shell.
I don't think I've ever been more excited for anything in my entire life. That might be an exaggeration. I'm not gonna look at the ingredients, but the nutritional facts are nutritioning. This is called an Island Way sorbet with a touch of cream. It's like ice creams in the actual shell, like in a real shell. So it's basically supposed to be the actual fruit and a little bit of cream. And that's the ice cream. That is... Oh, and it comes with so many. This was also expensive, I think. So we got mango. I gotta try one of each. Then I'll put it back in the freezer. Coconut sorbet, passion mango. That's the same one. Oh, there's only two? Oh. This one is a ruby berry sorbet. Last, we got a pomegranate lemon sorbet. So there's 4 different flavors. Okay, I'm gonna start with my favorite one. You already know, the coconut one. So this whole thing is 170 calories, which is very low for ice cream, correct? And the ingredient list is small, so... Play the jungle drums. Oh my god, I love it. I love eating foods in its own shell. It's just like, this scratches a place in my brain that's never been scratched before. Ooh, it is creamy. Like, as opposed to creamy, it's creamy. But it really is. It's like in between an ice cream and a sorbet. I wouldn't call this a sorbet because it's not very icy. It's more creamy than icy, which I prefer. So let's give it a try. Oh my god, it's so cool. Eating out of a coconut. Oh, I've recently been on holiday in the Caribbean. It tastes like everything I've eaten or drank there. Like, it's got this tropical coconut milk kind of flavor to it. It's really good, it's really creamy, and surprisingly, not too sweet. So, I like it. My brain is thinking that this tastes like a pina colada, even though it's just coconut, so that's impossible. Anyways, should we go for... What's my second favorite one? Probably the mango one. So I miss... Oh wait, this comes in an orange? This is an orange or a lemon, I'm not entirely sure. I am colorblind. An orange. This is an orange, I think. It's shaped like a lemon, but it's an orange. Let's give it a try. This one is actually a little bit icier, so not exactly as creamy as the other one. Wow. This one's even better. It's also only 70 calories. This must be kind of good for you, you know? So this is 100% approved. I don't even need to taste the other ones. I love this one. I think I like this one better than the coconut, which is crazy because you know I love coconut stuff. The coconut one was maybe like an 8 out of 10. This one's a 10 out of 10. So let's try ruby berry sorbet. What is a ruby berry? I have no idea. It's also... Is this an orange? That's not an orange. I don't know what fruit this is. It smells different than this one. So they're 2 different fruits, but I don't know what this is. Like, what fruit is this? Is this a grapefruit? I think this is a grapefruit. And this one's 110 calories. Not that it matters. This one is even icier than the other one, but I find that the icier ones taste the fruitiest. Let's try it. Not my favorite because it kind of tastes like Kool-Aid. There's an artificial flavor to this one. It's probably not an artificial flavor, but it tastes very artificial. The berry one, this is like a 6 out of 10. It's still good, but it's a little bit too icy and it's a bit too sweet for me actually. They're all delicious, but obviously we started with the 2 best ones, so I feel like kind of set myself up for failure. I'm saving all the wrappers because I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. This one is pomegranate lemon sorbet, and I'm assuming it comes in a lemon. Okay, that is a lemon. This time around I can see it. That is a lemon, right? Even icier than all the... Why does it get icier? It should be creamier, so it's been sitting here for longer. This one tastes like a Starburst or like some kind of like gummy fruity candy. It's so fruity. This is the fruitiest one of all of them. This one is so fruity that it's celebrating pride right now. Not the LGBT lemon. I really like this. It's really, really fruity. I'm not joking. Like, it really is. So this is probably my favorite one for the fruity flavor. Actually, the mango one is still my favorite, but this one is really, really close. They're all delicious. This one for creaminess, these two for fruitiness. That one, I'm not crazy about. This one also tastes like candy, and it's very, very icy. You see, kind of falls apart, but the flavor is so good that you kind of forget about it. When you eat it, you're like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. These are not overly hyped on TikTok. These are, I would even go as far as saying underly hyped, because I had no idea that each of them was delicious as it actually is.
These chips, bitch, I had to stop myself. I almost lost my life. These chips right here, bitch, don't get them. Because you will eat the whole bag. It's crack. It's literally crack methamphetamine. But bitch, ooh, this is dangerous. They're so good though.
I want someone to talk about me the same way this creator talks about these chips. Like, Kettle should be paying him a lot of money. So these are Kettle Chips, which I'm not even sure what Kettle Chip is. Is it a specific type of potato chip cooked in a kettle? I don't know. These are the jalapeno flavor, and this is the inside. Trisha Paytas only eats the double ones, so now I only eat the double ones too. Let's give it a try. Oh my god. Oh, I get it. These are too spicy for me to have too many, but I can't resist one more. They are spicy. These dots on it are basically like jalapeno peppers, I think, like maybe dried. But the actual deliciousness, the addictiveness, what makes this so addictive, it's the crunch when you bite into it. And there's a savory coating on this. I don't know what in the MSG they put in here. It tastes like MSG. Spoiler alert. I don't want to come for them, but like it tastes like it. A flavor that is not the jalapeno, the one I double one. It's insane. Oh my god. Take them away. Hide this from me. That is possibly the most addictive potato chip I've ever had, but it's the flavor of them. It's incredible. 100% recommended. I found that they're kind of expensive. They're like $4 to $5 a bag, but honestly, I would kind of buy it again. That is not celery salt. That is devil salt. That is witchcraft salt particle in this potato chip. This is insanely addictive.
My girlfriend actually forced me to buy this one because she's been seeing it all over TikTok.
This one's broken. Yeah, this one right here.
Oh yeah, I definitely burned myself. That's what the inside looks like. A lot of vegetables.
That is a waste of... All you're drinking is sauce now.
So these have gone viral on TikTok for multiple years now because they're apparently delicious, but also because when you bite into them, they're supposed to give you third-degree burns. Like, I'm not joking. This is a known fact about these. So inside it comes with multiple of these. You put in the microwave for 2 minutes. It also comes with a sauce, and the interesting thing about the sauce is it never freezes. So it's always liquid because it's been in the freezer for a day. So here's one I got from the microwave, and we're gonna open it. There are instructions on how to do this without burning yourself. Ooh, but I'm choosing to ignore them. I am scared that these are gonna burn me. I'm just gonna put the sauce directly on top. I know that's not the instructions, but that's what I'm doing. If my mom doesn't get to tell me how to live my life, and neither can you, especially you, BBQ. Ooh, this is gonna be good. I'm just gonna put it directly on top. That's actually a good amount of sauce for these. I would say that's the perfect amount. Not one bit more, not one bit less. I'm gonna do something horrifying. I don't have chopsticks, and I don't want to burst them with a fork, so I'm gonna use this. It's fine. I've done worse things in my life, and I've survived, and I have not been cancelled, so is this gonna be it? Possibly. So I don't want to burst them in advance, because I want to see if they are really that dangerous to eat as TikTok claims. Oh man, it's gonna burst in my mouth. Okay. That's... oh my god. Wow. That is really... it's very gingery, vegetable-y, not very chickeny. I wish it would burst, but it didn't. I kind of wanted the drama, you know? I needed that in my life. Let's try this one. It doesn't even have that much water inside, look. a 10 out of 10 for me. They're really, really good. They're not too spicy. They're not too much, and the filling ratio is perfect. There's like 50% vegetables, 50% chicken. I really, really like these. I love the sauce. It's just a simple soy sauce. I've been to restaurants many times and get dumplings. These are up there with restaurant quality. Like, I would not know the difference. I think the good thing with these is you can eat them in one go. So if you're scared of them exploding with hot soup, I can eat this in one go. No struggle. If you like ginger, soy, garlic, that's all the flavors you get in here. They're a little bit sweet, but not too sweet. Honestly, a perfect dumpling. A really perfect dumpling, especially microwave. I could honestly fit 2 of these in my mouth. I will save you from that. These are really good.
I don't know if y'all know this, but when you come to Publix, if you don't see the chicken that you want here, most of you know that you can request it, but did you know you can get the 8-piece chicken that usually comes in this container? Did you know you can ask to have it sauced? And this one is sauced with barbecue, and this one is sauced with hot honey. The same price that you would pay for the chicken here, you just ask them to sauce it and they will sauce your chicken for free. And this looks so good.
TikTok made me do it. This was really embarrassing. So I went to Publix and I was looking at the fried chicken, the one that's in a paper bag, like next to the rotisserie chicken. And I'm like, there's no way they're gonna do this for free. So I went up to the counter and I asked the lady, can you add some sauce to my chicken? I was thinking she was gonna give me like the little tiny containers of sauce that you have to pay for. And she's like, oh, do you want it on the chicken? And I was like, yes. She was like, okay. She took my chicken from my hands, literally the bag, and brings it back in a plastic container. And it was all shaken up and sauced up. Like, that's crazy. This is like something you get from Wingstop for free. Like, I only had to pay for the actual chicken. So the total price for this was $22. No wonder the sauce was free. That is crazy. So I went for barbecue sauce because I didn't want to get anything spicy. And barbecue sauce seemed like a good option. We are going to try it. Also, yes, these are all chicken tenders. Not the veiny chicken. This is delicious. That is so good. The chicken really absorbs the flavor from the barbecue sauce. Still crunchy. This is very, very delicious. My only thing is I wish they had this in a smaller size because that's a lot of chicken. No wonder this was $22. I mean, it's literally chicken breasts, but I also think you can get this if they have other options for chicken. This is all they had at Publix. They didn't have smaller amounts. They didn't have any other cuts. That's all they had. So approved. I do think it's cheaper going to Wingstop. Is this a hack, really?
If you missed out on the Reese's dipped animal crackers at Costco, this is your time. I spotted them today in a Dallas area Costco, which tells me they're hitting more regions. This is a 24-ounce bag. These are animal crackers dipped on one side in creamy peanut butter and the other in milk chocolate, and they're amazing.
When I found these at Costco, I was about to grab one, and then someone was just walking by and they're like, oh, those are disgusting. I could never classify them as crackers. So that was great. That I then still spent the $15 on them. I don't think it's $15, but they are expensive. But it's a lot of them. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. It's filled up to here. To here. Look at this. This could be the real size of the bag. Are you actually for real? This should be legal. There should be an agency that controls the amount of oxygen that goes into packaged foods. Like the packaging ministry. I would be really good at running it. I'd be running that like it's the Navy. So these are our animal crackers. So I guess the animal crackers I think are a thing here in America, really popular. You kind of eat them growing up. I kind of know what they look like. I've never tried them. So I guess this is Reese's take on them. And I think this is probably why that person was really offended. So there's a few different shapes. Like, what animal is this? And how do we put it out of its misery? I'm joking. Not Peter coming from me. Like, what even is this? This is the polar bear humping a raccoon animal cracker. Like, what is this? This is putting graphic in Animal Geographic. It's a beautiful Pac-Man ghost. This is so bad. But is the flavor giving? Let's see. It's quite disappointing. Interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I kind of understand what they've done. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a layer of peanut butter on the outside. That's like the peanut butter part. Then it's a biscuit in the center and chocolate in the bottom. It's kind of 3 parts. The outer layer, the chocolate, and the biscuit in the center. It's too much biscuit to the point where it's not enjoyable. It doesn't have enough peanut butter flavor. It doesn't have enough chocolate flavor. So it's a very sad biscuit. It's a very sad cracker. This cracker is so sad, it's getting therapy. It's just a sad cookie. It is not worth how much I paid for it. And also, I don't really want to eat this many, even if it's just halfway filled. I really don't. They need to revisit. The chocolate flavor needs to be more chocolatey. The peanut butter needs to be more peanutty.
I happened to come across these cotton candy grapes, and they smell good. They were very hard to chew. I'm not sure if it's because they were just cold and my teeth are sensitive. Hints of cotton candy. These actually were pretty good. Let me know how you guys liked it.
So here we've got the viral cotton candy grapes. And I put this in the freezer because Aldi does these frozen in the summer. The rest of the year they do it just fresh. So I put these in the freezer, but I don't think they're entirely frozen. So this will be an in-between review. But some people say they taste like cotton candy. Taste to believe? Oh, I will. I don't really believe in that, but I'm gonna find out. These saddest looking grapes are so tiny. These are giving from my grandpa's backyard. I'm not joking. My grandpa, I don't know what you call the trees where grapes come from, but he has them. And the grapes are really similar. Like this literally could be from my grandpa's garden. Except my grandpa makes wine from it with his own feet. A lot to unpack here. It's an interesting flavor. A taste review one time. They just look like good old regular grapes, but they're supposed to taste like cotton candy. They do. I find that weird. I find this really strange. Why, out of all things I've ever tried in America, this one is possibly the strangest one. I want to know where they made this. We made grapes taste like candy. It's called magic. Look it up. I mean, they taste exactly like cotton candy. This is not just something in the name. Yum. Now I want to know what happens if we try to make wine from these. Is that just going to be a birthday cake milkshake? A birthday cake smoothie? I like my grapes a little bit fruitier than this. I like the acidity of a grape. These have no acidity. Like zero. Like when you bite into this, it's like biting into eggs filled with sugary juices. That sounds disgusting, but that's what it tastes like. I find it too weird and I don't like it. And it's actually unlike me to not like this, but I really don't. I think maybe if they were frozen, that would help because it'd be kind of like an ice cream. So, this was frozen. So I find that better. That is enjoyable. But on the regular ones, it's like a hug of death of sugar and cotton candy. I really don't like it. The frozen ones, I love it. So these are gonna go back in the freezer and that's the only way I'm gonna eat them. I actually like them when they're frozen, which I wasn't expecting. So when you see these and if you read cotton candy and you're thinking, there's no way. Yes, there is. They found a way and it's very realistic.
I literally just found the coolest thing ever. Look at this. Protein puffs. 42 grams of protein. What the heck? Isn't that insane? These are $2.99 and this is the only flavor they have.
42 grams of protein in this tiny little package is insane. Like I 100% understand this lady's freak out. Does it taste good? I mean, let's find out. I mean, they just look like cheese balls, you know? When I first visited America, I had an obsession with cheese balls and then I found out what's in it. And now, like I wish I could carry on with my obsession, but then I look at the ingredients and these, they look better. They honestly do. There's a lot of protein and just spices in here. That's it. I find it really hard to eat protein bars because I just don't like the flavor of them. I know they're good for you, but I actually prefer just eating an egg or chicken. So maybe this will be like an alternative for people who are like me. So this is what they look like. It's hard to believe that's 42 grams of protein in here. Very crispy, very spicy. Too spicy. They're like no substance. Too spicy for me. They lost me. Oh my god. I can't have more of these. Can I have one more? No. They're very, very crunchy. Like when you bite into it, it's like you can probably hear this in China. Like people in China are like, oh, someone's just eating a protein puff crunch. Someone in China just woke up like, whoa. Earthquake? It's so crunchy. Like my whole head is like vibrating when you bite into it. And it's crazy because it's so tiny. It's hard to believe that something so tiny can hold such a crunch. But it does, and it doesn't melt, so it stays grainy in your mouth. I don't think it's horrible. I actually think for something that has so much protein, I get it. Now, where they lose me is in the flavor. They need to make these in regular flavors. I hope they have an original or a just cheese flavor. Like, I love spicy food. I could not stomach this. These are very, very spicy. Like, this is crazy. However, I would say I could probably eat half a bag if they weren't spicy. Because the texture is weird, but it doesn't bother me. Just extra crunchy, but like not in a horrible way. And I'm not getting any protein aftertaste. So if you're gonna eat them for the protein, then buy them. Like this 100% makes sense if that's your goal. And I find it enjoyable enough. If you're gonna eat them because you love cheese puffs, then just buy regular cheese puffs. Because you're not gonna get, it's not the same. Let's keep it that way. There's no need to come for Aldi. It's got a lot of amino acids in it and like just loads of good stuff in it. If they make an original flavor, I would buy this again.
It's really cool they have Siete here because it's literally half price of any grocery store. Avocado oil, non-inflammatory, heart healthy, but it's also paleo, meaning instead of grains like corn, cassava flour, chia seed, coconut flour.
Like a healthier, better for you version of a tortilla chip. So I want to try it. I'm interested. There you go. Oh, they smell different. They smell like avocado because of the avocado oil. And they look like a regular tortilla chip. I watched a TikTok about the oils that people put in foods. Like a lot of the oil choices, like these oils are not good for your health. And I was actually thinking, why don't we just replace them? Why don't we just change the bad oils with the good ones, like the avocado oils and the olive oils? And here it is. I guess people are doing it already. So that's exciting for the future. So I guess tortilla chips in which you don't have to feel too bad about your health. Honestly, they need a little bit of salt. They're not salty enough, but it's better than a regular tortilla chip. It's actually superior. It's lighter, less filling, crispier, still holds dip. I don't have guacamole, but I'm assuming it does hold it. I really like it. I like the flavor better, but most importantly, I love that it's light. It's almost see-through. I would eat the whole bag of these. While with the normal ones, I started to think, wow, this is like a tortilla chip, which is exactly the same as a tortilla, just cut into pieces. So when I eat like 10, I'm like, okay, I've eaten a whole tortilla. These, it's like, I don't know what's in it, but I know it's good, and that's enough for me. They're really good. These are delicious, and they cost the same as the normal ones, so like, there's no brainer. If I went to Costco to buy tortilla chips from now on, I'll buy these ones, for sure. I think they're just as good. Better. I love the crunch. Approved. That is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This was just a compilation of TikTok hyped foods that I have saved on my phone. If you have more, please send them to me. I am on TikTok. You can message me on there. You can leave it in the comment section down below, just the name of the food, and I will include it in the next video. So thank you to those of you who helped me build these videos. Sometimes it's a collaborated effort, and that's nice because that's less work for me. I'm being for real. Thank you for doing my homework. I love you guys. Don't forget to give the video a like if you enjoyed it and if you want a part 2. If you don't enjoy it, don't leave nothing. Subscribe, switch the notifications on so you don't miss out on future episodes. I love you and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.